Okay, I don't know where I'ma be tomorrow. Might be counting dough. I'll bet with you. Okay, your nose keep running and the money keep counting. Hey, I'ma keep ballin'. Hey, rock a park spotting. Hey, carefree, I've been living carefree. So much in the air, we can barely even breathe. Hey, I really worry about things I don't know. You say I'm living wrong, you ain't wrong, man, the wrong way. So think about it, it ain't nothing I don't know. All the money that I saw.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. There's no question today's game could be defined by the passing game. The Bengals are top 10 in pass yards. And they're going up against the Dolphins, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 6 matchup.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the Jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for the first time with Hill. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso. And here's the offensive unit, and we highlight a very good guy, A.J. Green.
Let's just make it simple. He's a game breaker.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Hill fighting through. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved him up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
He's got his man, Boyd. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. A big play. Dalton to his favorite target, Green. 58 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Dalton operating in the red zone now. A dump off now to Hill. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
Von Miller is so good that he doesn't even need a nickname. His ability to bend and dip on the pass rush, unequaled in this league.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. This will be Dalton again. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. touchdown. A.J. Green, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is right through. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
On second down, here's Lynch. Escaping and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. This one caught. Jordan Cameron. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And a very capable offensive unit here. One of the headliners, Jordan Cameron.
He's listed as a tight end, but he's at his best when he flexes away from the line of scrimmage and runs routes like a receiver.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. On second down, Lynch. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Lynch. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. And it's taken in at the 9. Cordero Patterson. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Cordero Patterson, an even 90 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll throw on first down with Lynch. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking that time for Leonte Carew. And that'll bring up second down. And while we have a moment, let's meet the starters defensively for the Cincinnati Bengals.
And they wanted to update and beef up their secondary, and they did that with their first-round selection. William Jackson III out of Houston has speed, good eyes in the secondary, and is aggressive on the corner.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Here's Lynch. And Cameron has it over the middle. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got a second down and 5 here to start things out. 5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. To throw is Lynch. And a catch made by Leonte Carew. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Lynch. Carew's got it complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Throwing here, Lynch on first down. Flushed out right. Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Second down following the incompletion. Time running out here on the play clock. 2nd and 10 now. It's Lynch. Looking left side. That's caught by Landry. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw again is Lynch. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Leonte Carew, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, That should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Holding them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Now Lynch to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's 4th down. Now it's Andrew Franks on for Miami. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Frank's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On the right side, caught by Green. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
There's nothing like getting out of the gate and finding your favorite target. Andy Dalton just did that with A.J. Green.
And some people call that a nice fantasy football connection as well.
Yeah, they're piling up the points that way, and they want to see that continue.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Shift together here from the D-line. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
From midfield here, Dalton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, Dalton. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now the Cincinnati native, also former Bearcat, and now a Bengal, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. The dangerous Jarvis Landry back for Miami. Taking it about the 16. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Lynch to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They come out here in the eye. The final act of the first half. Dalton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 3 yards to go on second down. On second down, here's Lynch. And he whips that one incomplete there. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game.
Just a bunch of poor boys, daddies, girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty South, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40, in the middle of nowhere, nobody going home tonight, till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Yeah. Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang, nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. It's the kind of thing, you know we're straight out of that dirty South, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40, in the middle of nowhere, nobody going home tonight, till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Woo! You know we're straight out of that dirty South, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40, in the middle of nowhere, nobody going home tonight, till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight.
I wanna live like it's Mardi Gras and go dumb with my whole squad and don't need no R&R to regular life. I say au revoir. Hey, living life in the fast lane. May your pain only be. So please come join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just tap. I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks. Let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid. Doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common. We just wanna have fun. Hey. Do what you wanna do. Do what you wanna do. I think I'm gonna do something crazy. Bring a rack, new grill and a bunch of snacks. And where we going, you don't need a map, you don't need a nap, you don't need jack. Except lots of people, some very loud speakers, cold drinks and good. Join me, one thing, good vibes only. I just tap, I'ma fill my cup.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. There's no question today's game could be defined by the passing game. The Bengals are top 10 in pass yards, going up against the Dolphins secondary that could be in for a long day. So let's send you up now to the Queen City of Cincinnati. Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
On second down, Lynch. This one caught. Jordan Cameron. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Lynch to throw. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Time to feature the offensive starters, and our first chance to get a look at Parker.
Devontae Parker came out of Louisville with a guy who was known as a mature receiver. Runs routes really well, but the best part of his game, he'll jump over you at the end of a route and go get the football.
On the left side, this is Stills. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Here's Lynch. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. 4th down, here's Lynch. And he finds Stills, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. So a look at Paxton Lynch as he's slow to get up, remaining down after that play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Thirteenth play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
So on 4th down, the Dolphins will ask Matt Darr to kick it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals take possession. First carry now. This is Hill. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And here are the starters. Charles, what are your thoughts on Jeremy Hill?
He provides a thump in this offense. A great runner who goes inside and establishes a tone for his team.
2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They run it again with Hill. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
2nd down, Dalton. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, The defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So 2nd and 10 here. 5 wides in the game. 4 of them to the right side. Now Tannehill. And Cameron has it over the middle. And he's brought down. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Tannehill. And caught by Cameron right side. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
The play clock's running down. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. 3rd and long, it's Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And look out, I think he's going to go. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Here's Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. The throw on second down is Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
We've got a 3rd and 11. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Naturally, we're going to say it was a poor pass, but the defensive guys say it was just a great play by them. They broke on the football, picked it off, and gave some momentum to their team.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And his throw here's incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's 2nd down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Dagger! 380! 380!
The play fake to Hill. Dalton. And complete. This is Albert Wilson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. 2nd down, Dalton. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And Dalton appears to be in a fair amount of pain here. He's still on the turf. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now the backup, A.J. McCarron. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. McCarron again here on 2nd and 10. They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So on is the lefty, Kevin Huber, to kick it away for the Bengals here on 4th down. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And tough starting field position here. They'll start out on the ground with a J. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And that's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And caught by Cameron right side. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and it's 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle. This is away, and it's a high kick. Hit pretty well.
So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. They begin the drive with Hill. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now McCarron throwing on second. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. They fake the give. Now McCarron. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st down, McCarron. To the left side here for Eifert. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense, so you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of it. This is intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Hill, the lone setback. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They send Green to the left on his own. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's McCarron. This is screen to Abdullah. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Landry now on the return. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And it coughed it up, and the Bengals grab it. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On 1st down, Tannehill. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills. That'll bring up 2nd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacting to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's got him. It's the tight end, Cameron. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Ryan Tannehill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front, have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's McCarron. And Green with a catch left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. McCarron going to try and throw on 3rd down. And to the left side here, Wilson. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Dolphins will start their drive at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
Every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out and punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the INT, it's McCarron looking deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Now let's go.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run it with Hill. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They come out here in the I. McCarron keeps it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. From the end zone, Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Here's Tannehill, and caught by Cameron right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Perfect. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. second down now after the incompletion. Hill, the lone setback. McCarron again here on 2nd and 10. A dump off now to Hill. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now here's McCarron on 3rd. This is a screen to Abdullah. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. So a costly penalty and now a tougher 3rd down situation. Another pistol look here. On 3rd and long, it's McCarron. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
2nd down now after the pass completion. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And Cameron has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, now fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Desperation time for Tannehill on fourth down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come out here in the eye. They send Green to the left on his own. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd and short.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
McCarron looks to throw. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now.
They're going for it. It's McCarron. And no, it's incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On second down, Hill. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cincinnati, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
My second body cost a lot.